That's never a good sign when the dog runs away scared. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Welcome back, super friends and super family. I am Thor, your friendly neighborhood god of thunder, and today I'm reacting to Gerald's game. So I have really been enjoying a lot of Mike Flanagan's content, and I was looking up his filmography. This is one of them that I haven't seen, so I decided to watch this next in the series of my horror movie reaction. Yeah, so having watched Hill House, Bly Manor, two great kind of long form stories created by Mike Flanagan, and then of course Dr. Sleep, which I have seen. I didn't react to, but I watched on my own a while back, and I'm a really big fan of that movie. I thought the style was some of his best in that film, but just super impressed with that. I'm not sure, I think this was made before Dr. Sleep, but I could be wrong. But I'm just very intrigued. I don't know too much about the story. I watched the trailer when it came out a long time ago, so from what I remember, it's about a woman who she and her husband like go away to a hotel somewhere and they're getting kinky. She gets chained up, and then I think the husband dies of a heart attack, and then she's stuck. Now I don't know really where the story goes from there. Knowing that it's based off, I believe, a novella by Stephen King or a book. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some type of supernatural things that start happening, or maybe it's just a survival horror. As always, if you want to see my full unedited reactions to this film, it's going to be up on Patreon. Next week's reaction to A Nightmare on Elm Street, that classic horror film, that's going to be up for early access. And for those who want to see more of my reactions to Mike Flanagan's material, like I've mentioned before, I do have the full series of The Haunting of Bly Manor on my Patreon right now. And look, it's a Patreon exclusive, but as always, my Patreon policy for anyone who is new and is not familiar with it, if you're going through, you know, some financial difficulty and you truly can't afford it, just sign up. I'll give you access for free, refund you the full amount, no questions asked. And I realize that maybe someone will be dishonest and take advantage of this, but I would rather that than have people who are going through some type of difficulty not be able to enjoy the content. And let's just get into the movie. Mike Flanagan's Gerald's Game. Wow, that was two like possessives in a row. Mike Flanagan's Gerald's Game. That's the movie we're watching. Gerald's Game. Nothing like a nice upbeat song for the opening of a horror movie. He's got his 50 Shades of Grey handcuffs here. 2 sets. Does that mean he's going to get locked up too? I'm assuming his name is Gerald, so it's probably his bright idea to lock her up with handcuffs. Maybe this whole movie is just a cautionary tale about being too kinky. Maybe Stephen King had a close call before he wrote this. Okay, doesn't want to wait till they get to the hotel. And she's like, nope, I'm shutting that down. I mean, of course, the great actress from both Hill House and Bly Manor. And that actor, I know him. I should know his name, but I've seen him in so many things.
Gerald.
Yeah.
Gerald.
Okay, yep, he is Gerald. Watch where you're going, dude.
Might belong to someone.
Well, he won't for long. If he keeps going for roadkill, he's going to be roadkill himself.
He doesn't seem very concerned about the dog's well-being. Oh, I guess it's not a hotel. Maybe this is like their second house. How wealthy are these people? Or maybe they like rented this place out for a little getaway. I mean, it's a great location. I would love to vacation here. Right by the water? Come on. He's like, not as young as I once was. I like that moment of him, you know, looking at himself in the mirror, though. Says a lot.
It's Kobe ribeye. It's actually from Kobe. It's $200 a portion.
Okay, that's a lot. I could not afford to feed a dog $200 a portion. I mean, I couldn't afford it for myself. Why'd he leave the door open? She's getting in the position.
Sorry, babe. Gloss.
It feels like such an honest, unfiltered look at circumstances like this between couples, right? Like kind of the awkwardness behind all the smooth Hollywood things. He's like so excited about those handcuffs.
And the others can just break. You get going too hard.
She looks pretty nervous, actually.
Try to move.
Yeah, she's truly helpless. She doesn't even have a cell phone nearby, huh? Maybe this is a cautionary tale about using Viagra. It's like, never take it. This could happen.
I bet you think your husband will be back any minute. But something tells me he won't.
A little role play going on, huh? It is not gonna go well. It is not gonna go well.
Help! Somebody help! Oh!
Sorry, I'm just...
It really hurt.
Okay, come on, dude. I don't think she does. I really don't think she does.
I'm serious. Stop.
like that. Make it feel real.
She's not into it. She's not role-playing.
Unlock these. This isn't gonna save us, Jer. It never was.
Yeah, if their marriage is on the rocks, I don't think playing into someone's kink is going to save a marriage.
Uncuff me and we can talk.
What if I won't?
What? Are you insane, bro? You're gonna leave her up here?
Go to the bathroom. Get the keys off the sink.
Just be sweet.
Oh my gosh.
God, how do we go so wrong?
He's doing everything but getting the keys for her. And that's gonna be the end of everything. Oh shoot, he's not looking good.
What? Gerald.
Oh great, here it comes.
Gerald. Gerald.
This like feels too real. Is he seriously dying like right on top of her? Is he actually dead or did he just pass out? And she's like, oh crap, like everything's just sinking in. The acting from both of them in that whole scene was so good. It felt like disturbingly real.
Wake up! Wake
He's
up!
dead. He's dead. I mean, what do you do? What do you do to get out of this? Oh, dang. When she kicked him off the bed, did he hit his head? Okay, what do you do? I'm trying to brainstorm right now and think what I would do if I was in her situation. Like, do you try to pull like 127 hours, break your wrist, and get out of those handcuffs? If she had one hand free, that would be so much better. It's the dog. It's gotta be the dog. Right? Hopefully it's not like some terrible monster or something. Are there gonna be monsters in the middle of this forest? Okay, there it is. It's the dog.
Hi.
Hey there, my friend. Remember me? I fed you earlier. Please be friendly. Yeah, that dog is looking pretty scary to me.
Hey. Hey. Back off from him.
Oh my gosh, is she seriously gonna have to watch while it like eats him? If that dog is starving.
Hey! Bad dog, go away!
Oh, I cannot imagine having to witness this. Oh, that's disgusting. Is that a Midnight Mass book? Is that a little reference there? What?
Oh. What the hell?
Holy, he's alive?
Goddamn arm.
I'm so sorry. I'm so
The
sorry.
dog.
Get her the phone. Call for help.
That goddamn dog.
Oh, she's hallucinating already.
You remember the joke I told at Christmas last year? You came up behind me. I was like 4 or 5 into the night already. And what is a woman? Anyway.
Life support system for a cunt.
Yeah, that was it. You never told me you heard it. You never raised an objection. You smiled through the night, hated me a little bit. Stooping to his level to get something I needed. Or was that who I really was? Underneath it all. Critical time tick by like a stupid fucking...
Stop it.
You should have been thinking about life support.
I mean, this scene is just incredible. This scene is just incredible.
You've been unplugged. There's still juice in there, but the charge is running down. And if you don't get out of the cuffs, it will go all the way to 0.
That is true.
Because the bed is made and the house is dusted.
Which means they're done and gone. And the grass,
was cut fresh.
which means no gardeners.
Oh, she is in such a bad situation.
Probably gave him at least the weekend off.
Who could
Possibly hear you screaming.
No one. She's on her own. That was such an incredible scene. Like, such an effective way to like show the backstory of the type of person Gerald was, their marriage, and to like let us experience her thoughts. And the way Mike Flanagan was using the camera, I mean, so great. Oh, she did it. She did it. No, no way it's going to be this easy. She's hallucinating again, isn't she?
It's that easy.
No, no way.
Oh, baby, you're really loosening now. Except your hand won't fit through the cuff. Nice thought, though.
Shut up. Don't listen to him. He's the reason we're here to begin with, and look how he ended up.
This is like the devil and the angel on your shoulders fighting.
What about the stories on the news where mothers lift their cars to save their children?
Are those true, though? I don't think those are true.
She's no mother.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, great.
And we both know you've been sleepwalking since you were 12 years old. He put you in those handcuffs way before Gerald did.
Who did? I love how like the voices in her head are being used to like explore her psychological makeup and her history. Oh, it is that close. Okay, please be careful. Don't knock it on the floor or else you're screwed. Take your time and be careful with reaching for it.
Phone might as well be on Mars. If you can't get off the bed, you gotta live long enough for someone to find you on it.
Okay, there's the glass of water above her, right? There's no food though. And that dog is only going to wait so long before it starts eating you too.
How long do you think someone lives without water?
3 days?
If that. Yeah, I don't know if you can make it a full 3 days.
But for the first time in all those years, you wondered.
How exactly did I marry?
We never really know, do we?
That's crazy.
They won't admit they want pressed, year after year. I barely gave you a glimpse of mine.
And when he did, it scared her.
Give her what she needs.
The water is what she needs. I love the style of the directing of this movie. Like how we're just, floating in and experiencing her thoughts in such a cinematic way. And the dialogue is amazing. I'm assuming a lot of this is straight from the book. Don't spill it. Okay. You need to be so careful. How is she going to catch it without her hands? What the heck do you even do? This is so intense. This is so intense, man. Oh, good. Good. Okay. But you're not done yet. You have to get it to your mouth.
You're smirking. What?
Well, how are you going to drink it?
That's what.
No, come on. There's got to be a way. Slide it along your arm or something.
You dare let it go.
Yeah, don't.
I can't. Put it down. Where? Right where you caught it.
Yes. Come on. You got this.
It's just doing what it has to get along. And you have to do the same. Focus. I can't.
No, you can. You can focus. Come on.
I love this slip.
Man, shut up, dude. But it's like it's her mind. There's only so much she can do.
I bought it special.
Oh, there's something she can do with the slip? Oh, like a straw. Oh, that's genius. That is genius. Okay, I didn't realize what she was doing. She is smart. That is smart. Now the question is, do you drink all of it now or do you save some for later and risk the dog like drinking it? This is such a good movie. I'm so enjoying this film right now.
Stress makes your adrenaline and cortisol levels skyrocket, and now you're crashing.
That's it. Just fade away.
Can she afford to sleep a little bit? Like maybe she's well rested. She can think more clearly. Okay, what is this? This camera movement is making me nervous here. That's never a good sign when the dog runs away scared. But maybe she's going to have nightmares like in her sleep and we're just going to see that like on screen, but it's not really something. Although the dog reacting to it makes it feel pretty real. Mike Flanagan really knows how to build the suspense though. He really does. Just a few simple moves. And it's so dark in this room. I mean, this actress's hands must have been sore just from like holding them out for this many takes, right?
Hello?
I swear, if there's actually a monster in this movie, it's like this poor lady doesn't need any more problems.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me she's dreaming. This has to be a nightmare.
Who are you?
What is that, jewelry in the box? Just because you know it's a dream, though, doesn't mean it's not scary.
Maybe. Or maybe you're just not safe.
He does such a good job of representing, like, the negative voice in her head.
Who knows what people see in the moment of their solitary death?
That's a terrifying thought, man.
Are you?
And why did the dog leave?
Yeah, that is scary. That's what I was thinking too, man.
If there's a monster under your bed, it won't bother you if you're asleep. Everybody knows that, Mouse.
Why is he calling her Mouse?
You okay, Jesse?
It's so much smaller than I remember.
Because you're bigger. Come on, Mouse.
No, this is that same actor from Hill House too. I love how Mike Flanagan like keeps returning to those same actors. Like that's so cool.
Fine. Just a nuisance anyway. Just picks fights with her brother. She rolls her eyes at me incessantly.
She's 12.
Yeah, smiles and sweetness for daddy.
That's gotta suck to overhear. It's so terrible like having to listen to your parents argue when you're a young kid like that. Please tell me her father isn't like a total creep and does something horrible to her.
Scoot close and we'll share.
This is not good.
When you were a little girl, you used to sit on my lap.
Oh, great.
Nah, that's stupid.
What?
I was gonna say,
This is so manipulative and predatory. Oh my gosh. Please, can we just cut away from this scene?
keep watching.
Oh yeah. You've got to be in so much pain. You got to get something done today. You can't last a whole nother day. I feel like you're going to be too weak.
Point is, Jesse, you married into the only dynamic you've ever known. You were a girl, he was a man, and you never walked away from that. That afternoon never ended.
That is like there's so many horrible things to abuse like that, but that is one of the horrible things too. Like it sticks with you and affects the rest of your life.
Not enough that I'm here. I also have to be there again.
I understand what she's saying. It's like, it's bad enough.
And if you want to blame someone, I might as well blame my mother or the boat.
I mean, you definitely don't want to blame yourself. You were a child.
Wasn't the worst thing anyone's ever done.
No, that would be what he did to you after, in the bedroom.
Oh my gosh.
What did he do?
Has she blocked that from her memory because it was so horrible?
Like the man in the corner.
He was definitely.
I hope so. I hope so. Imagine if ghosts start appearing here. I mean, the dog did run away.
He was a trick of the mind. Just like you, Gerald, just like both of you.
Well, then why won't you look over there for more than a second? What are you afraid you're gonna see?
You can't always control your thoughts.
It's probably from the dog.
It's bigger than that.
Is there really something? No way.
I think it's a footprint. And if it is,
Shut up.
it was death you saw.
Or like a serial killer or something.
I am going to close my eyes
No,
and count to 10.
stay awake.
Yes, stay awake. Please stay awake. You're going to fall asleep if you close your eyes. It's going to be dark. It's going to be dark when she wakes up. You don't realize how quickly you can just slip into sleep under this much stress. You are not safe around this man ever.
Maybe we should tell Mom. I think we have to, don't you? I hate to. Just because things have been pretty tense between the two of you lately.
It's so disgusting and manipulative what he's doing.
We all know it wasn't your fault.
Maybe we shouldn't tell her.
As if that was her idea. As if that was her idea. This is so manipulative. I mean, incredible acting from both of these actors here. Where does Mike Flanagan find all these incredible child actors? Wake up. Oh my gosh, what the heck? I was not ready for that. Okay, you're seriously running out of time. I knew you were going to fall asleep when you closed your eyes.
You're still strong enough to kick, but you won't be for long, and he can smell that.
Okay, so tick, tick, tick. You got to do something.
The real reason your eyes are staring and your mouth is screaming is because what you saw at the end.
Dude, stop saying that, man. Stop saying that. That is just terrifying. Is there really going to be an evil spirit? I can't tell. I really can't tell. That's an amazing shot that represents so much.
Did you have a nice time with your dad, Jess?
Wait, does that mean, is she remembering this? So she's going to break the glass and use that to like cut her hand off or something? Are we going to have a saw here with glass? Okay, what an amazing shot as we fade into darkness. That's what she's going to have to do, isn't it? It's the glass. She's going to have to break the glass and cut off her fingers or something. Hopefully not her whole wrist. How do you saw, though, without one hand free?
But the thing about blood is that until it clots, it's as slick as oil.
That will not work.
Shut up, Mr. Negativity. It's better than sitting here and dying.
Slitting wrists is always the best way to...
I know so much about that.
She's thought about it, that's why.
The sun is starting down. He'll be here soon.
And you don't want to cut in the dark. You really don't want to cut in the dark. Oh my gosh. This is seriously like 127 hours horror edition.
Your legs won't be reliable. It's been a day and a half since you walked on them.
If my hands pull this off, my legs better do their fucking part.
That's so true. Come on, you got this. Drink the rest of that water though. Give yourself some energy. Or I guess not. I guess she's just committing to it. I hope that's enough. Oh, that's smart. Okay. Oh, this is going to be so painful. This is going to be nasty to watch. Okay. Don't cut too deep and kill yourself, please. Oh, I hate watching stuff like this. Oh my gosh. Okay. Don't cut too deep, please. Come on. Pull. You got this. You have to. Oh. Come on. Oh. Oh, that's so nasty. Okay, hurry. Don't you dare pass out from losing that much blood. Doggy, you stay right there. Get it. Good. Come on. Focus. You got this. You're in the final stretch. Come on. You got this. Okay, now just don't pass out. Something's gonna happen. I just know it. I just know something's gonna happen. No, she's gonna faint. Oh my gosh, she's gonna faint. You little frickin'... Oh no. Is she still asleep? Is she still passed out and dreaming? Or is there actually gonna be some creepy monster? Dang, she's just walking towards him. I hope this doesn't mean she's actually still passed out. Walk past him. Why is she giving him the ring? No, forget about him. Just leave. You're free of him forever. Don't you dare crash. Eyes on the road. Just please get in the city. You can crash your car as long as you're around other people. I hope this doesn't mean she's dead. What? Oh my gosh. Tell me she had her seatbelt on and they had good airbags in the car. That's such a great shot, too.
The coroners confirmed it was a heart attack and a long time coming. The insurance paid, the headlines faded, and life went on.
I am so relieved that she made it. After everything she had been through then and in her life.
All the cops that combed through that house, they never found my wedding ring.
Oh, you've got to be kidding.
For telling that story, so I made sure that I did. I tell that story every day to every kid it could possibly help.
What an incredible way to end up using that horrible experience.
Incidents started being reported in Louisiana. He gouged out eyes, cut corpses' throats.
Wait, so it was a real person she was seeing?
Found without when the pituitary gland goes into warp drive, causes the forehead to bulge, and abnormally long arms that dangle almost to his knee.
Literally a real-life boogeyman. That's crazy. I so did not expect that twist. How could a guy actually look this creepy in real life? Like, what are the chances? Imagine if he had just been like a normal, decent guy, but had looked this horrifying.
Hey!
And the fact that he left her there when she was stuck.
You're so much smaller than I remember.
Sun's out, everybody. Sun is out. Wow. What a film. What a film. Wow. So that is Gerald's Game. Man, that movie seriously blew me away. It was so incredibly good. I mean, I feel like all my thoughts afterwards are just going to be lavishing praise on this movie, and I think it deserves every bit of it. First of all, the performances in this film, unbelievably good. I mean, the lead actress, I don't know her name, from Hill House. I've seen her. I've known she's good. This is my favorite performance of hers that I've seen, easily. And she seriously carried this film with just so many different emotions, so many great monologues, so many expressions of struggle, of fear, of confusion, of determination, just every spectrum you could ask for an actor. I mean, this has got to be a dream role, and she knocked every aspect of it out of the park. And then the guy playing her husband as well, another actor whose name I really should know and will be looking up after this. This is my favorite performance I've ever seen from him. And he's a character actor. I feel like I've seen him all over the place, and he's always solid. But this, he did such an incredible, nuanced, perfect version of playing that husband who on the surface might look like a caring, sweet guy, but when you look a little bit closer, you see so much more. And then seeing him, I thought he was just gone from the movie when he died. I thought it was so great seeing him return as that voice of negativity, of desperation, and of fear repeatedly entering her mind. Directing, I mean, I knew this was Mike Flanagan. I knew to expect good quality work after seeing everything that he's done so far, but this is one of my favorite things, if not my favorite thing that he's done as far as his directing and the techniques he used. I think one of Mike Flanagan's strengths is really blending emotions and psychological things with supernatural things and visuals in a film. And I don't know if I've seen him do a better job of seamlessly tying that in such an incredible way. I mean, when going into this movie, I was wondering what they were going to do to kind of continue the story. I was like, because knowing what I did kind of the premise that she gets stuck with handcuffs to her bed, I was like, what are they going to do for a full movie's runtime? And Mike Flanagan had plenty of things to do. He had great little techniques to really dive into the mindset. It was a perfect combination of a survival film, a horror film, and a psychological exploration into a character's past. And there were so many moments. I really feel like this is a film worth studying. There's so many like camera shots, transitions, uses of color, uses of sound, the flow between the characters of reality and life, that just every single directing choice was picture perfect for this type of movie. And I also really like that type of style. I like kind of a surrealist aspect where you feel the emotions of the moment and things, reality is bending as the character is experiencing different feelings, different mindsets. And the way that Mike Flanagan combined the use of color, I mean, that the scene of the eclipse representing that horrible moment in her life as a girl, and just, I don't know, I'm not even able to express and explain how much I enjoyed this film and how technically I thought it was just delivered in such an excellent fashion in every aspect. But huge props. And, something else I want to just credit is the writing. The writing felt, at the quality of like a play. Like, I feel like this movie could be pulled off as a play. It's a very one setting type of film. It's really kind of a one performance type of film too, in a way. But the writing, the dialogue was so good. The back and forth as we got to explore what was going on in her head, her thoughts, her planning, everything was so well done. This is going to be crazy if this isn't based off a Stephen King thing, because I'm like 99% positive it is. But if it's not, whoever wrote this, the dialogue was such a great way to look into the nuances of a marriage, to look into honesty, to look into trauma, to look into someone who's been running away from something, who's trying to confront something, who's dealing with guilt and shame and hardship. Just so impressed. Everything was knocked out of the park. This is the type of movie that I want to recommend to more people. And this really solidifies. I already knew Mike Flanagan was good, but now I'm like, he's really top tier horror director. This was just so impressive. Anyone who hasn't watched this film, I hope there's at least a few people watching along with me. If you're watching on YouTube, do yourself a favor, watch the full version on Netflix. It is just that good. Hopefully you stopped watching this reaction before you saw the whole thing, had it spoiled for you, because anyone who hasn't experienced this movie, it's really something. Maybe it's partly my taste. I am very partial to this type of horror. I love psychological. I love exploring characters. I love great writing and great acting. So if that's your type of thing in a horror movie, I wasn't really scared the whole time, but I didn't need to be to truly love this movie. And there are a couple of good jump scares. I did like that element of teasing the supernatural and the idea that there might be some figure out there. And then all leading to the twist, which I really did not expect, that guy was real the whole time. I mean, that's probably the biggest part where I had to suspend disbelief. And maybe I just am ignorant about conditions like that, but I have never seen a guy in real life look as creepy as that dude. And then on top of that, for that guy to be such an actual like perverted murderous creep, that's a little bit insane. But I do really love the culmination and the arc that we have the whole time for Jessie, and leading up to that moment where she's just as like, I forgot how small you are. And you see all the men in her life who have done horrible, terrible things to her, and how she's grown past that and isn't letting that stop her. And some movies try to do similar things where someone like talks down to people who've been holding them back in their life or moves away from that trauma. But very few, I think, do it as effectively as was done in this film. And it just leads into a complete, satisfying, interesting, compelling experience. Yeah, totally recommend this movie. I'm so glad I decided to watch this one. Anyone who watches this along, please let me know what you think. Let me know if this movie kind of surprised you the way it surprised me. Just, I didn't know what I was in for, and it had so many layers and levels to it that I wasn't ready for and was happily surprised by. A wonderful, serious, interesting, original horror movie. That makes me happy. That makes my day. I was pretty tired when I started watching this, and it gave me energy. That's how good it was. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think this movie is underrated? I think it definitely is. Were you surprised by like how many layers and levels there were, how great the writing was? Let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Like I mentioned at the beginning, if you want to see my reactions to this movie, if you want to see all my reactions to Blind Manor, those are all up on Patreon. Thank you to everyone for your support. And as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.